Fatality.
What's going on, Video Game Voter Vanguard? It's your boy, the Video Game Voter here. So if you guys follow me on social media, which you should be, if you don't, it's at Video Game Voter on all social media platforms. You would notice that the past couple weeks I've managed to accumulate 38 free games, a couple from multiple sources. A lot of people saying, you know, they basically calling my bluff. They saying it's BS. It's not BS. So today I decided to put together a video, 5 tips on how to add to your collection for free. Sit back, subscribe, catch the vibe, and let me teach you how to add to your collection for nothing. Let's go. Alright guys, so welcome back. So, the #1 way to add to your collection and get free video games, let it be known. What I mean by that is basically let your peers, your friends, your co-workers, anybody you come in contact know that you're into collecting games, whether it's doubles or anything. You don't really care as far as if it's older, newer, a little banged up, whatever. Just let it be known that you're a hardcore game collector, console collector. And that way you just never know. Somebody could be moving, somebody could be just getting rid of stuff, and they'll offer it to you because they know that you collect. So that's the #1 way that you can get it. So I managed to accumulate the last 28 games because of my homeboy Rayford Smith. Shout out to Ray. He hooked me up. He's actually cleaning out the house. He had some games in there. He took a few out because he does, you know, he's in the games a little bit, not as much as I am. But he called me and said, hey, do you want some of these games? I'm like, of course I do. I'll take them. And of course I use the doubles. I do them for giveaways and stuff like that. You just never know. So shout out to Ray for that. And that's the #1 reason why. So #2, the #2 way to get free games to add to your collection is Barter. I just was in, had a little small conversation in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and the gentleman was saying that he commented on my post about the last set of free games that I got. He was saying that he got it through offering online, not online, but math tutoring to kids, and in return he asked for them to donate him older video games. So you can always do anything. You know, if you cut the grass for your neighbor, you know, they got games or whatever the case may be, you can always offer something as a form of barter, and then they can instead of paying you with another favor or money, you can always ask and charge them by video games. #3, trades. So, you know, of course, trades. Me, I don't like to give up anything in my collection. And the only things I am willing to trade is if I have doubles. So that's what I mean by trades. I'm going by doubles. Some things like, you know, especially when you get a free set of games, or you buy a lot of video games, which a lot of collectors do, they trade off their doubles. So that's an easy way to collect games, by trading off some of the doubles. You could have something that somebody else is missing and they got something that you want. It's very easy to trade and negotiate that deal and add to your collection that way. #4. The #4 way is to get acquainted with your local game stores. Not even game stores, but anything. Walmart, pawn shops, things of that nature, especially GameStop. The first set, the 10 games that I got, was from GameStop. A lot of people saying there's no way you got free games from GameStop. Absolutely. There's only a couple people that actually commented on my posts on Facebook and knew of how I was able to acquire those games for free. What happened was that particular GameStop was no longer taking PS3 games for trade. So the gentleman who wanted to trade them in left them there. I just so happened to be at the store, right place, right time type of thing. And he was like, hey, do you want these games? And I see a stack, and I'm calling this bluff myself. But he said, no, we don't take them. He left them. You can have them. So he bagged them up. There was 10 free games. So what I mean by doing that, you know, you get acquainted with the stores and, you know, start to befriend some of the people, especially in GameStop. You know, you get to the point where they know your first name basis, get your number, things like that. They can hit you up and say, hey, you know, I got this set of games and this guy left. Do you want to come by, pick them up? I'll send them to the side for you. Things like that. Or even stores. You never know. I don't know, you know, with Walmart or Target, Best Buy, what they do with their games or stuff that don't sell and get taken out of stock. I'm not sure. But you just never know. It could be something that comes up and they may throw it in the trash. I've seen videos on YouTube of people basically dumpster diving for games and stuff like that. You just never know. But it's always good to get acquainted with people who work in places that sell video games in the store or pawn shop, stuff like that, where they give you a call and say, hey, you may want to add these to your collections. Never know. And the final, 5th way, social media. Social media goes it goes long ways and does a whole lot without a whole lot of hassle. I mean, it could be hassle as far as, you know, if you have to get something transported to you or shipped and things of that nature. But, you know, social media, my main Facebook page that I now utilize is basically anybody that's in the gaming community. So they know that I collect, they know I have a channel, they know I stream and stuff like that. So they can very easily say, hey, you know, this person come up with it. And then if you got a good relationship with that person on social media, hit your, hey, I got this game for you. Do you want first dibs on it? Or I'm selling this. I've already had people offer me free things just to, you know, take in as a donation, just because they know that I collect. You know, that goes a long way. And even just, you know, make a simple post. I'm looking for XYZ. And I actually answered the post and I got to send it out. A gentleman by the name of Alexander, shout out to him. He was actually looking for a Skylanders case. And the same day that I got the free games from GameStop, I was buying the game. It was only 79 cents. And I was going to send the case to Alexander. I would want somebody to do that for me. You know, I'm real serious about having all my games complete. Well, not complete, but at least in the box with the game. So I was willing to do that. And the guy at GameStop actually gave me the actual case for free. So I got to get that sent out to him as soon as I can. Been working, spending time, everything with the family, kids, stuff like that. So that's another way. Utilize your social media, put it out there, and you just never know what comes up. So I just want to thank all my supporters. We have since crossed the 300 subscriber point. Thank you. I mean, the channel is growing at a rapid pace. I'm super proud of it. Shout out to the Vanguard. Shout out to my Vanguard Forefront. Those are basically my leaders that lead the Facebook page. If you haven't been added to the Facebook page, it's VideoGameVotary Vanguard. The page is run by my two buddies, Chris, David, and now also Dustin, and the newest member, new admin is Kenneth. Shout out to him. So I just want to thank y'all for your continued support. Don't forget, every Friday we stream over on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/VideoGameVotary. We stream live. Right now we are streaming the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We are going through that campaign each Friday until we complete it. Then Sundays we're going to upload the replay of the Friday night stream. So shout out to all of them. Also, shout out to GameMine. That's the app that I use to keep track of my collection. It was times that I bought doubles because I didn't know what I had. Go into your Play Store, Apple Store, stuff like that. Download the GameMine app. That's how I keep track of my consoles and my games, so I don't get mixed up with my collection. Also, I want to shout out local game store here in Baltimore, Regen. It's located at White Moss Mall on the second floor. Anything that you need as far as retro gaming, even current games, they have it there. Again, it's located at White Moss Mall right here in Baltimore County. So shout out to them. Also shout out to my gaming partners, Game & Watch. It's a Facebook page that I'm a part of. Very big community. So if you haven't, add yourself to that group as well. Also shout out to Born Again Nerd, my homegirl Shay. She focuses on the handheld platform. So if you haven't subscribed to her, subscribe to Born Again Nerd, and just continue to support the VideoGameVotary Vanguard Forefront. I'm going to link all those pages in the description. So we're going to end the episode on that note. Thank you for subscribing if you haven't. Follow on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/VideoGameVotary. We're also going to upload the VideoGameVotary podcast, which is also available on all podcast platforms. So we out, baby.
Fatality.